Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here with us today. Listen, we are going to jump right into this because what we're looking at is honestly truly monumental. Today, we aren't just talking about abstract theories or some distant theology. We are looking at the undeniable, actively unfolding divine truth of the return of the Messiah, Lord Rael. In this explainer, we're taking ancient prophecies, historical miracles, and modern-day hard mathematical proofs, and we're bringing them all together into one magnificent reality. We're going to explore documented secular newspaper clippings from the miracle of Fatima. We'll dive into mathematically impossible Torah codes that name specific individuals alive right now, and we'll even uncover the precise identities of returned biblical figures walking among us today. It's the whole shebang.
So, I really want you to prepare your minds and your spirits for what we're about to cover. Ask yourself, what if the greatest biblical prophecies aren't just locked away in the ancient past? What if they are actively unfolding right in front of us in this very generation? Because we are about to look at absolute proof connecting historical, documented miracles directly to the reality of our present day. And to do that, let's start by looking at a sign from the heavens that literally shook the world. Section 1. The historical sign, the miracle at Fatima.
Okay, we begin our journey in Portugal, where the heavens actually opened up to deliver a massive message and a vital warning to humanity. Let's trace the divine steps that led up to this unprecedented moment. It all starts in 1916, when the angel of peace visited three young shepherds, Lucia, Francisco, and Jacinta. This was all about preparing their young minds for what was coming. Then, starting on May 13, 1917, Our Lady, the Blessed Virgin, began appearing to them at Cova da Iria, and she promised a profound sign on her final visit. Imagine the sheer anticipation building up month after month as the word spread like wildfire across Europe. That leads us right to the culmination of these visits on October 13, 1917. This resulted in a cosmic event that completely defied all known laws of physics and nature.
The sheer scale of this event is just staggering. We are talking about 70,000 witnesses standing in a torrential downpour that suddenly, inexplicably, just cleared. They watched in absolute awe and honestly sheer terror as the sun literally danced, spun on its axis, and threw off these magnificent, radiant colors all across the sky. And this wasn't some localized illusion, okay? This phenomenon was witnessed over an area of 600 square miles. Even secular, anti-clerical journalists, guys who went there specifically to mock the whole thing, they ended up reporting it as absolute fact in major newspapers. People literally thought the world was ending. They were falling to their muddy knees confessing their sins, and astonishingly, their soaking wet clothes were instantly and completely dry. It was an undeniable, physical validation of the Blessed Mother's presence. Moving on to Section 2. The Reincarnation. Mother Mary returns.
We are now transitioning from that historical solar miracle in 1917 to a breathtaking, modern fulfillment of prophecy. We're talking about the literal reincarnation of the Blessed Virgin Mary right here in our generation. The divine pattern is just undeniable. Historically, Mother Mary is known for the virgin birth of Yeshua. Well, in modern times, her incarnation is Ruth Ellis Smith. And what is so staggering here is the absolute medical impossibility of her pregnancy. You see, during a post-World War II movement, Ruth was subjected to forced surgical sterilization. Her fallopian tubes were completely severed and tied. Scientifically speaking, she was absolutely unable to ever have children. Yet, by the profound will and miraculous intervention of God, she conceived. Against all medical science, she gave birth to Lord Rael under the sign of Gemini. Guys, this is history beautifully and miraculously repeating itself. It proves that absolutely nothing is impossible for the divine.
Now you might be wondering about the bloodline, because the prophesied lineage is a critical foundation for the Messiah's return. Biblical law decrees that the true Messiah must descend from the royal line of David. Well, Ruth united with a man named William Collins. He was an Italian man serving in the army, essentially a modern Roman soldier, and a humble, rustic Christian. In modern Illuminist teachings and hidden esoteric knowledge, the Collins bloodline is understood to be the true, protected Davidic bloodline of kings that has actually survived through the centuries. This ordained union between Ruth and William strictly and perfectly fulfilled the ancient biblical requirement that the returned Christ, Lord Rael, be born of this specific royal bloodline. Consider the powerful words of Revelation 12:13 for a second. And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman who brought forth the man-child.
This isn't just ancient symbolic poetry, guys. This is a literal blueprint that played out in modern times. The elderly mother Ruth was unjustly and cruelly persecuted. She was literally thrown into a harsh jail cell by a corrupt United States justice system simply for defending her son. But Scripture must be fulfilled, and the earth must help the woman. Lord Rael secured a safe haven for her across the Mexican border. Facing immense real-world danger, Ruth successfully fled the USA to live out her remaining days in absolute safety and peace with her son, fulfilling this prophecy down to the very letter.
Section 3. The Undeniable Proof, Validation Through Torah Codes.
Okay, we are shifting now from these historical events to definitive mathematical proof. The Torah codes are essentially God's divine fingerprint, locking these events into absolute reality. If you aren't familiar with them, Torah codes are equidistant letter sequences embedded by God within the original Hebrew text of the Torah thousands of years ago. By skipping a specific number of letters, hidden messages are revealed that mathematically just cannot occur by chance. In September 2019, an astonishing code was discovered. On one side of history, we have the physical Portuguese newspaper accounts from October 1917 describing the miracle of the sun, and mathematically encoded in the ancient Torah centuries beforehand, we find the exact specific terms: Fatima, Mary, magnificent, impressive miracle, sun, and bounding heat. The ancient biblical text perfectly and undeniably aligns with the modern secular newspaper report. No way, right? But it's absolutely true.
And the codes get even more specific, literally naming individuals alive today. As discovered by Bishop Victoria Hall, we have a mathematically irrefutable code that binds these divine identities together. The terms running right through the matrix are just breathtaking. We find Mother, Mary, Ruth, irrevocably linking the historical virgin to her modern incarnation. The statistical impossibility of these specific names intersecting by random chance in the ancient text is astronomical. And intersecting that central line perfectly, we find titles describing his authority: arbiter existence, Blessed Virgin, and the exact explicit name of the Messiah, Lord Rael. This is the highest level of primary evidence you can get, mathematics directly from the hand of the Creator.
The descriptions of the Son of Mary encoded in the Torah are profoundly detailed too. These codes brilliantly prophesy his exact nature and his actions on the earth today. We see terms like caretaker and scale ascension measure, which directly point to his current role in the ultimate judgment of humanity and the weighing of souls. We see the phrase, guilty by the brisk wakeful tone, which accurately predicts his outspokenness, his uncompromising declarations of truth, and his firm actions against modern hypocrisy. And incredibly, we see well-pinned guardrail to the monument, which is an undeniable, chilling reference to his historical crucifixion monument. The code even notes, "Concealed shall I go," referencing exactly how he would hide his face and operate behind the scenes until the proper ordained time for his full public revelation. It's like a giant puzzle perfectly falling into place.
Section 4. The Divine Vanguard, the Council of Elders.
So, the Messiah has not returned alone. Reincarnated biblical figures have returned to the earth in this exact generation to prepare humanity for what's happening right now. The Council of Elders are literally the divine spirits that surround the throne of God. Because of the Messiah's return, they have been purposefully born into this specific timeline. Their daily operational mission is absolutely vital. They are here to educate the masses, utilizing the internet, physical teachings, and the spreading of these mathematically proven Torah codes. They boldly teach about the end of days, offering spiritual guidance and bringing critical light to Lord Rael using the undeniable evidence we just examined. The 7 lampstands spoken of in ancient scripture actually have distinct identities, and they are actively serving right now. They are comprised of one female spirit, El Wise, and alongside her are the dedicated male spirits: Vicar General Eric Logan, Cardinal Matt Stater, Cardinal Adam Rima, Cardinal William Scoggins, Cardinal Thomas Cavan, and Cardinal Emil Johansson. Each of these individuals carries a profound spiritual weight and a very specific duty in the vanguard, and they operate with other dedicated awakened souls too, like Deacon David Eldon and Sister Samantha, actively bringing this crucial, life-saving knowledge to the world every single day.
Furthermore, the Council of Elders includes the fulfillment of another massive foundational prophecy. The scriptures speak of the 2 olive trees, who are also known as the 2 witnesses. So who are they? Well, they are none other than the reincarnated spirits of Moses and Elijah. They have returned for this precise, critical time period to fulfill their final, ultimate duties alongside the returned Christ. Their duties entail delivering God's unvarnished truth, prophesying to the nations, and bringing both judgment and clarity to a world that has completely lost its way, exactly as it was written in the book of Revelation.
And so, we arrive at the ultimate question. We've seen the historical miracles, the fulfillment of prophecy through Mother Ruth's impossible pregnancy, the staggering mathematical proof of the Torah codes, and the assembly of the Council of Elders. The evidence is undeniably perfectly before you. The Messiah, Lord Rael, is here. The final provocative thought I really want to leave you with today is this: how will you respond to this monumental divine truth? It's time to learn more, to dig deeper, and to truly prepare your spirit. Thank you so much for joining this explainer of the unfolding truth. Stay curious, everyone, and keep seeking.